discussion. We are Group E, and my name is Taeyong.
My name is Myungwon.
I'm Hyunjung.
I'm Dongho.
My name is Jiwon.
Yes. Let's talk about this article. Comparison question. Number 1. What is the main idea or point of this article by the writer?
The main idea is several reasons why new employees leave their new job.
Number 2. What are the reasons why young people leave their work?
Difficulty in adapting, bullying people thinks one job will go their whole life is getting weaker, and to chase their dream.
Number 3. What was Lee, 6 years old, who worked at a bank, reasons for leaving her work?
Her superior required too much simple and unrelated task for her major.
And number 4. Explain Hyun Seyoung, a 26 years old, experience at work and why he left his work.
Because he didn't fit in company, he was excluded from mandatory military for inevitable reasons, and he was bullied by this reason in company and got hard time to be with other co-workers. Moreover, his non-smoking habits made more difficult to have any conversation with others. As this reason, he left his work.
Okay, and number 5. Explain Cho, a 26 years old, experience of why he left his work.
Cho thought his job in bank was not his prime goal and just one of the career in his life.
Okay. Question 6. What does the writer mean by a passing point in my career?
Passing point means the new job is not ultimate lifelong job. It is just one of a process to reach their prime goal.
Okay, and question 7. How do you understand office politics?
I think it is many people intentionally ignore some person or people, such as when they eat lunch or get a tea time. And people divide their colleagues into groups and discriminate others who are not in their group.
Okay, and question 8. According to the Korea Employers Federation, what percent of new employees quit their work each year?
According to Korea Employers Federation, 23.6% of new employees quit their jobs within a year in 2012.
Okay, last question. What percent according to Job Korea were bullied or witnessed bullying?
67% of 748 workers, that is 505 workers, said they were bullied or witnessed bullying.
Okay, let's finish the comparison question and let's start about discussion question. Question 1. What is your opinion about this article?
Article is arguing about several reasons why new employees keep changing their job. They find hard to adapt in their job, and often their first job is one of the process in their career. I've heard this situation many times, but I've never thought there are so many new employees quitting their job. So it's quite surprising to read this opinion, even though I think it's reasonable opinion. What do you think?
Because this article handles the problem that we are going to face, I think this article allows me to prepare the future. So I think it is a nice one.
In my opinion, third reason is very interesting to me because I have never thought about that reason, but now I notice that some people quit their job for their more biggest goals.
How about you?
First time I saw this article, I was very worried because this article can be my future problem. But after I read about these problems, I think that it is better to know many problems before I work at company. So I think to this article.
Okay. Number 2, how has this article helped you to prepare for your future job?
It gives me a time to think about my future job and the job's ending, and also about the new start. I think just thinking about it will be much better.
Until now, my biggest goal can be just one of my careers, and I will do not be taken by that goals.
I can think about many problems that can happen in my future. Also, I realize that it is important to pick a job and keep in mind that my job can be different from what I have expected.
And for me, this article warned about prevalent hard adapting case in company. By reading the article and many stories of employees, I could understand the difficult point of adapting in company.
Mhm.
Next, what would you do if you were in a situation of Lee, 26 years old, who works at a bank?
I'm going to quit my job as soon as possible. Because when my boss doesn't tell me what I'm wrong, and my company and I cannot help each other, so I will going to quit my job as quickly.
How about John?
If I were in this situation, I want to say my true mind, but in reality, I think I can't do this, so I'll just do what my superior says.
And if I was in this situation, I would say no to superior and bravely get out of the bank, and then study or find other new job.
I will endure more few times, and if the simple tests and bullying keep going on, I will seriously think about keep doing this job.
How about if you're in a situation of Hyun Seong, 26 years old, who works at an information technology company?
I will quit my job because that company is an information technology company. The most important part of this company is information communication. However, if I am isolated from every people in this group, then I cannot do many things in this group.
How about Taeyong?
If I was in Hyun Seong's situation, excluded from military is not my fault, so I work more boldly.
I think discriminating for difference such as military experience and non-smoking is definitely wrong behavior. So in my opinion, I will quit job and look for other company.
Okay, question number 4. What do you think is the cause of new employees finding it hard to adapt to company culture?
It is always hard to adapt at new environment, and it is especially difficult to adapt to company culture because all things are new.
And I think overall rank and fixed culture are the cause of new employees finding it hard to adapt to company culture.
I also think first time it's hard to adapt in the new place, but bullying and same or simple tests makes more hard to adapt in company culture.
In my case, because they don't know about the company they work for, just because they are a new one, and they are relatively weaker than their boss.
How about you?
Your question.
Yeah.
Let's discuss any other further ideas, comments, suggestions about work culture in Korea.
Okay. I think individualistic atmosphere and lots of drinking time and hierarchy order of rank are prevalent company culture in Korea.
I think accepting difference between different individuals and cheer up the new employees coming would make company culture better.
I hope Korean work culture to be more flexible and clear. And I also hope that the boss respects his employees so that all people can share their idea freely.
I think the biggest problem of Korea is working overtime at night, and we need to solve this problem as soon as possible.
Okay. That's our discussion.